Hey everybody, how you doing today? Hopefully your week has been well, and I want to give you a couple words of encouragement to help you push through and persevere throughout the remainder of the week and end on a good note. And this is my Motivational Minute. I do have this YouTube channel. It is underneath my name, Aaron Lassiter, and I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, and comment on the post because I want to be able to influence everyone and allow us to reach our true levels in life. Now here's the quote. Keep trying. You can't get better without actually doing. So, this week I want to talk about keep moving forward. Regardless of if you're the best or not at something, you have to keep trying. You will not get better at something unless you actually physically try to do these things. Sometimes you just can't pick up a computer or pick up a phone or pick up something else. Sometimes you got to really put some skin in the game and do things. So I have a prime example. We went on the road, and I was a part of my job. I had to do an emissions road show, so we had to set up for the road for a few days, and had to drive a Chevy 2500 with a 16-foot trailer on the back of it. That is not an easy task driving that vehicle. I held my own. I did it, but the hardest thing in the world to do, for me at least, is to park that thing. I had to try to park that thing, and it took me 15 to 20 minutes to try to park it one time, and then it took me 15 to 20 minutes to try to park it again on the same day. I had to do it in the daytime, I had to do it in the nighttime. But what that taught me was I have to keep going forward. I have to keep trying. I won't get better at this task unless I try. And that's one thing I want to tell you. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep trying. It may be hard. You won't get it right on the first time, most times. You won't get it right on the second time. That's how life is. Life is just not perfect and you just get it right every single time. You have to keep working at it. You have to keep trying. You have to keep going and going and going. And does it get frustrating? Absolutely. Do you get upset? Absolutely. I was so frustrated because I know that I'm intelligent. I have some smarts with me. But there was something that I could not do on my own and always try to seek help. I had someone help me and watch my blind spots, right? And that's the same thing that we need to do in life. In life, sometimes we need to have somebody watching our blind spots, watching our sides, watching and helping us readjust and make sure that we're going the way that we need to go. Now, for me, I was going backwards because I was trying to back the vehicle up. But for us in general in life, we're trying to move forward. And sometimes we need a person to help us keep that tunnel vision, to keep those blinders on. Sometimes we want to veer over to the right. Sometimes we want to veer to the left. We can't really do that though. We need to make sure that we're staying in alignment with what we wanted to do and where we wanted to go. We have to accomplish things, and we won't be able to accomplish these things if we're over there, if we're not doing something right. And it's always good to have a guide. It's always good to have someone watching your back because you won't get life right every single time, all the time. Sometimes there's going to be hiccups. Sometimes there's going to be mistakes. Sometimes there's going to be things where we get frustrated and we just can't do them in a timely manner that we want to get the chance to do things. And it's okay. It's okay to seek help. It's okay to try to get guidance from somebody else. It's okay to look at an expert and see how they do it and kind of emulate yourself in what they're doing so that way you can be successful for your subject, right? And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing because we don't have all the answers. And that's exactly what I meant earlier. And again, sometimes in life we go through things where it seems like it may not be that complicated, but when life starts coming or when we start trying, those things that we thought that weren't as complicated become very, very hard. And sometimes we have to readjust and realign and go back up and then try to back it down and go back up. And then, you get knocked down the ladder and you got to keep on climbing up. Or you going knocked down a hill and you got to keep on climbing. I mean, it's not easy, right? It's a little bit hard. But at the same time, you just keep on climbing up. You keep on going up. You keep on doing this, and you win at the end of the day because you were relentless. You did not stop just because there was some trials. You did not stop just because there were some troubles. You did not stop just because it was very hard. You kept going. You kept going. You got knocked down and you kept going and you kept going and you kept trying and you kept trying. And ultimately, you were successful in this just because you did not say no. You did not say I can't do it. You did not take off the seatbelt and walk out of the truck. You actually stayed there. You kept going. You kept trying. You kept trying. It took me 15, 20 minutes to try to park a vehicle when if it was my vehicle or anything else, I would have did it well before then. But sometimes, and that's just my experience, but sometimes for you, it can take you weeks and months and years for you to actually get to your path to where you want to go. And sometimes we get, that detour, or sometimes we have to make, turns around and everything else like that, but we need to keep on going. And that's my motivation for you right now, is just to keep going regardless of what you may think. Keep going regardless of those obstacles. Because if this is something that you really want to do, there's going to be trials, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be things that fall in your way, but you need to keep moving forward so that way you can be better. You keep on going regardless of what it is, because you know what you want at the end of the tunnel. So you need to make sure that you keep moving forward regardless of those things. This right here is my motivational minute. And again, I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And at the end of the day, remember, you have to keep trying. It's not going to be easy, but regardless of that, you can't do it without trying. You won't be able to complete it without doing. You have to physically get some skin in the game, and you have to make it work. So this week, work on keep trying, work on your perseverance, and finish your goals. I'll see you next week.